Hello, I'm Pastor Tim Gauger of Christ Our Savior Lutheran Church in Rockford, Michigan, and this is your COScast for Friday, October 16th, 2020. I know what you're thinking, Pastor, where's the interview? We always have interviews on Friday, and we will have more in the weeks to come, but today I wanted to talk to you about the updated COVID procedures for our worship here at Christ Our Savior. The elders reviewed them and made a few changes that they've sent out to you. If you've not had a chance to read them for yourselves, either linked in yesterday's e-bulletin, you'll find them in your mailbox, your U.S. mailbox this afternoon. There's really one major change that I want to emphasize, and that's we're moving the 11 o'clock Sunday outdoor service indoors. We've had a remarkable run of weather since May 31st when we began the outdoor services. Only once in all those weeks did we have to move the service inside because of the weather. But it's getting colder now. In fact, I checked the forecast for this coming Sunday. At 11 a.m. on this Sunday, it's going to be 41 degrees with a 15-mile-an-hour wind. I think it's time to come on inside. In fact, a lot of you have already come inside. So when you do come inside, and for a lot of us, we've exclusively been outside since returning to in-person worship. When you do come inside, there's a couple things you should maybe know that wouldn't be the same as outside. You can see behind me that at the end of the rows, some of them have bulletins on the chairs. That's a row that you should sit in. There are not going to be ushers at the door handing out bulletins. The bulletins are pre-set out at the end of the row. So what you do is you come in, you find a row where there's a bulletin, and you sit there. Like right here, if you're a couple, if you're a couple, then sit here and here. You might see at the end of this other row, out there by the wall, there's some bulletins out there. If there's a family of 4, and you're going to sit there, sit out on the end, the four chairs nearest the end. If we sit on the ends of the rows that have bulletins on them, we will automatically socially distance ourselves appropriately, and we'll also keep to our 25% attendance cap. It'll just happen. Now it's confusing. I know I probably just made it sound harder than it is, and we're going to make mistakes. Sometimes we'll forget, and that happens. We'll have some ushers starting to serve again. Again, not handing out bulletins, but they will help you find your seat if you're confused. If you accidentally sit down in the wrong place, just maybe apologize and look around for one of those rows with the bulletins and move over there. Use those bulletins for worship and then take them home with you after the service. We're not going to reuse them. Someone sets out new ones in between the services. Just another thing about the indoor to outdoor. If by some chance there's an exceptionally nice Sunday between now and late November, and we want to have worship outdoors in the 11 o'clock service, we'll communicate that. But you should just assume that going forward now, these 11 o'clock services are always going to be indoors. A couple other things. The kids' church will be in the 9:45 a.m. service. It's been that, but since we started again here in the fall. But just if you don't know, that's when the kids' church is, 9:45 a.m. service. If you've been coming outdoors and you haven't been worshiping indoors yet, and you're thinking, uh-oh, what do you mean you're taking this service away? But I don't want to stop coming in person. I would recommend coming to the 6:30 p.m. Thursday service. It's very lightly attended. You'll be able to more than social distance. So keep that in mind. Thursday night, very light crowd, great for social distancing. Another thing to maybe consider is maybe I just don't want to come inside yet, and that's perfectly fine. I understand. I maybe should stay home. We are not going to stop live streaming the 8:30 a.m. service on Sundays. That's going to continue like it has been doing for a long time now. That service is also archived, so you can watch it at your convenience on Sunday. That won't stop. Finally, we should also maybe remind you that we have our Brat Fry, first ever Brat Fry this Sunday. You can get a brat, a hot dog, a bag of chips, something to drink. Those all have been pre-ordered. You might be thinking now, oh, I forgot to pre-order them. Well, I got two things to say to you if you forgot to order and you had intended. First thing is, come on, man, you're killing us. We're trying to plan and get this all organized so it operates smoothly. And the second thing I have to say is, we are probably going to add a few extra, so there may be some here for you to grab. The suggested donation is $3, and you pick up your food on the way out the door. So we're happy to give this a try for a little bit of fellowship this coming Sunday. On behalf of the elders, I would like just to thank you that you've been so patient and supportive as we've tried to adjust and adapt to this new environment and reality in which we live here in 2020. There will be more adjustments, I'm sure, as the weeks and months go into the winter. But the main thing is what King David said in Psalm 122, verse 1. I rejoice with those who said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Whether that's in person or online, whether it's indoors or outdoors, we all together rejoice because the gospel of Jesus Christ is shared here, and Jesus is in that gospel, serving us with his salvation. How can we not rejoice at such a wonderful and amazing opportunity to be the family of God around that gospel? So until Sunday, when I see you again, God bless your day.